Hello, welcome to part 4 to this Getting Started in Android Development series. My name is Gary, and what we're going to do is carry on with the SQL example that we've been working with. By the end of this tutorial, we want to be able to view the data of the database and just check that that's working appropriately. Okay, so let's get straight on. So to view the database, we need to start the intent in this with this case break statement here for the view database button. So all we need to do is just call up an intent for that. So it's intent. We've done this many times before, and it'd be new intent, and I've got the if you go to the manifest file here, I've got the name of the intent, which I predefined before we started the tutorial. So I'll just copy that and just paste that in there. Okay, and all we need to do now is put an equal sign in there, and we need to just start the activity. So it would be start activity I. So that will just call up the activity to show the database when we press that particular button. Okay, so let's now go to this show database activity, which again we've predefined before the start of this particular little project. So we're just going to build on this now. So this has just got a text view in the layout, if you remember. And so I've predefined that layout already. It's just called show database. So what we want to do is just type in 3 lines of code to actually go and get the data itself. So so it's very similar to what we did when we created an entry. We just need to make a call to the context first. So it'd be members database. Just give it an object name. So let's call it show members. And it'd be equal to new, and it'd be members database, and just pass the context this. We just need to open that database, so now just say show members dot open, and now we need to just go and get the data. Now I'm going to write this method so it actually returns a string. So I'm going to define a string here. Just call it string, and we'll just call it members. So and what we want to do is get the following code to make it return the actual a string with all the members in there, and just put that into the text view itself. So what I need to type is show members, and I'm going to call this I'm going to call it get data, and just give it brackets there. So I'm not going to pass anything to it, but we're going to return a string. Okay, we'll get rid of that error in a minute because that's just going to help us, but let's just close the database off, and it'll be dot close. Okay. Alright, so it should be show members. Okay, so looking for the light bulb, and it should create the method get data. That's what we need to do. And it should put that in the members database straight away. And what it's done is put public string here. Now this error is here because we need to return a statement, but we'll get on and you know, we'll get on with the code just to fill this out, and then we'll sort the issue out. It's put return null there at the moment automatically. We're not going to return null. We're going to return a string value. Okay, so what we need to do now is just get the data. So what I'm going to do, we need to really just create an array, a string array here. Of columns, so it'll be the elements of the database, the row in the table. They're all string at the moment, so we will literally just pull that back as an array. So let's define a string array and call it columns, and it'd be new string, it'd be new string array. Open the brackets, curly brackets, and it'd be key row ID, key name, key status. So it's representative of our layout in the table itself, for the database itself. Okay, so now we need to use a cursor. The cursor is something effectively just scrolls down the database and pulls the data out. So we need to define a cursor. So there's no real explanation what's going on here, it's just literally what we have to do. So it'd be a cursor, if I can spell that correctly, cursor, and just call it C equals members database, and it'd be query, and what I need to type in here now is database table, and it'd be columns, and the rest of it can be null. So it'd be null, 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 and there should be 5 nulls in total. Null, null. Okay, so if you want to know what these are, you should be able to get the information about the parameters which are associated with this particular method. Okay, yep. All right. So that's the cursor defined. So now what we need to do is just initialize the string which we're going to return. So let's call it string database output, and we'll set that in equal to a blank string. Okay, and what we're going to do now is just have a little for loop to scroll through the database with the cursor and just pull the data out, and we'll construct that string as we go through each row, and then return that string. So I need to define 3 integers now. I'll just call it I row equals C, and we use this method get column index is what we're interested in, and it'll be key row ID. Okay, we need to do a similar thing for the name and the status. Int I name equals C, get column index, and it's key name. So you really just kind of have to follow along here, and you can modify this set of code really for your own particular requirements. So it gives you, I guess, a good foundation to work with. Column index, and it'd be key status. Okay, so I've got these 3 integers defined. Now what we need to do is just construct the for loop, which we'll use to actually get the data. So before, and we can see dot, we can say move to first, and it will be a semicolon, and we say while it does not equal, does not or is not C after is after last we're looking for. Okay, so while it's not at the last entry, we'll keep executing this loop. So now with a for loop we normally define how we increment things. We'll just put C dot move to next. Okay, and we'll just open up some curly brackets there. So that'll be what we need to do now is just put the information in our for loop. So we're going to construct the string. It's just going to be a single string concatenated, and at the appropriate point I'll put a line break in there. So it'll be database output and it's going to be we use this plus equals again, which means kind of database output equals database output with whatever you're going to append it with. So use this shorthand technique here. So it'll be c dot get string, and in this bracket here we'll just put I row. Okay, and all we need to do then is type plus, and we want a space in there. So we're going to print the row number first, and then what we'll do is get the name. So it'll be c dot get string, and it'll be I name. So similar thing again. It'll be plus, and then we'll just put a space in there, and plus again, and it'll be c dot get string, and it'll be I status. Okay, and what we'll do then is put a new line in, so it'll be plus, and just open the quotations again, and it's \n. Okay, so that's how we're going to form our ring. So it's just our string, sorry, and it's just going to print the row with the name and the status of that particular member as well. Okay, so that's that. So this return is incorrect. We don't want to return null. What we want to do is return the string, so it would be database output, and that'll just populate the text view in here. So once that'll set members. What we need to do then finally is just set the edit text. So it would be show database dot set text, and we'll set that to members. Okay, and that's all we need to do. So we're at a point now we can actually go and test the activity. So I'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so the app is working now. Let's just start the app up with tutorial set 2, and we'll go to the SQLite example. So first of all, just want to view the database while it's blank. You'll see there's absolutely nothing in that string at the moment, so we need to just put some entries in here. So I'm Gary, I'm going to be a gold member, so update the database and put a couple more entries in. Brenda, she's a silver entry. There we go, and we'll add Simon. He's got bronze status. So, okay, so just update database there. So now let's just hit the view database button, and you can see that's printed now. I've got the row ID with Gary and the status, Brenda silver, Simon bronze. So that's a great start. That's actually working now. So we'll end this tutorial for now. So there's just 2 more methods to do, and that's to be able to modify an entry and also delete an entry as well, and then we'll be concluded with the database example. So catch you in the next one. Bye for now.